Hi everyone, this is Mary Kay with Tin Shed Designs, and I want to welcome you to the third and final card in my Workshop on the Go Frosted Card Making Kit series. Today I'm making the Merry and Bright card. I'm going to start this card by stamping the snow background in Twilight ink directly onto the card base. I'm using the second generation stamping technique that we saw in card number 2 of the series. It gives a nice soft look to the snow. I'm going to continue stamping in a random manner to about 3/4 of the way down the card, and the rest of it's going to be covered with background strips, so there's no need to do the whole card. Once that's done, I'll set it aside and prepare the rest of the background pieces. I'm stamping a small snowflake on either end of the ruby cardstock in ruby ink. So next I'll stamp the sentiment also in ruby ink. And I'm using a baby wipe to clean the excess ink off the acrylic block. I don't want to take a chance that any of that ink's going to end up somewhere on my project. I'm going to mount the greeting to a piece of craft cardstock using the two-way repositionable glue. Amazingly, I didn't feel the need to reposition this piece. I'm shocked. But anyway, and then I had a little editing issue. It just kind of jumped ahead. So all I'm doing there is wrapping the sparkle twine around that piece of craft cardstock and taping it in place on the back side using just plain old Scotch tape. Once I get the twine positioned the way I want it, I'm going to take one of the large glitter gems and place it right at the cross there of the twine. And you want to be sure to press firmly so that the adhesive on the back of the glitter gem actually catches the cardstock. Then I'll take 3 of the medium-sized gems and place them alongside the greeting there. And, thank goodness for that piercing tool. There's no way I could position those the way that I'd like to, just using my fingers. I have chunky fingers and no fingernails, so anyway, but the piercing tool makes it possible to get it where I'd like it to be. And I apologize for being slightly off frame here. You're not really missing anything. I'm going to take that piece of olive and line it up across the bottom of the card, and then I will take the next 2 strips and place them in succession up the side of the card there. And thank goodness for that two-way glue, because here I am with my signature fiddling thinking, oh, it's good. No, I gotta move it again. I don't know what I'd do without that ability to have the repositioning. Well, I know what I'd do. I'd ruin a lot of cards. Anyway, so here's that piece that I stamped earlier, and I will just line that up with the top of the cream printed cardstock that I previously placed down. And then I will mount the focal point, the greeting, using foam tape. The twine adds bulk, and without the foam tape you wouldn't be able to get your piece to sit level. So the foam tape's kind of a necessity, but in addition to that, it just gives a little extra dimension to your card, which I think makes it gives it a little something extra. It's not mandatory, but it's definitely one thing that I really like to do on my cards. I'll get that positioned onto the card front, and then I'm going to flip the card over. I had a little bit of overhang on those strips that I had put on, and I'm just going to use my card base as a guide to trim that off and there's your card. Thank you so much for watching, and please leave a comment to be entered in the drawing.